you guys, Sarah here. Welcome back to my channel, and just like my catchphrase has been for the last few videos, it's hot in here. Of course, we have the fan running, which is the background song of the season. But irregardless, I'm really excited about today's video. This is an idea I've had planned for a little while now, so I'm excited to finally be filming it at 11:50 at night. I did this makeup look a little bit earlier in the day for a different video, which is already out. I'll link it on the screen. I basically created this look with products from a Black-owned beauty haul. So if you guys missed that video, I would love it if you would go check it out after this one, show it some love and some support. But this video that you've clicked on today is going to be my collection of designer dupes and inspired pieces. So not all of the pieces are exactly designer dupes. Some are just more inspired by the designer's aesthetic or a piece by the designer, but still it'll give you that same effect so that you can get that look for less. But if you're new to my channel, I would love it if you would consider subscribing and joining my little family here on YouTube. And of course, please don't forget to like this video to let me know to do more of them, and leave me a comment down below. Let me know what pieces you like, or send me recommendations of some designer dupes that you think that I should check out, and let's go ahead and jump into it. Okay, so all of these dupes come from a few different places, but I do have some dupes that you might have seen before. So on those ones, I'm going to kind of introduce them and kind of go through them a little bit quickly, just because I've talked about them before. But let's go ahead and start with the good stuff, what I know everybody is here for, and that is handbags. So starting with the first bag, I would definitely call this one a dupe, and it is this convertible backpack. This one is from Lulu's, but as you can see, it is a dupe for a Chloe backpack. I know that Chloe has a convertible little backpack like this, and this bag is very similar to it. It's got the ring on here with the chain, just like a lot of Chloe's have, and this bag comes in so many different colors. It comes in black, it comes in brown, it comes in gray, obviously. Also comes in a few fun colors like purple and yellow, which I think that those might vary by season, but definitely the black, gray, and brown are staples for Lulu's for this bag. The next designer dupe bag that I have is from Misguided, but I know a lot of places have similar dupes of this bag style, and I will try to find as many as I can and link them down below. But this is the Misguided bag that I have, and as you can clearly see, it is a dupe for the Dior saddle bag. It's definitely got the exact same shape, and it's got very similar styling right here through the middle. Definitely very similar in size as well. This one though I got in the winter time, so they had this one that has like the Borg flap, which is very cute for fall and winter. And then the bag just opens right up, and it also comes with a little crossbody strap, which I've never used. I just leave it in there so I don't lose it. I just really like it just like this. It's a very cute little dainty bag, and just like honestly one of my favorites. Next up is a bag that I got pretty recently, and I'm pretty positive that dupes are popping up for this all over the place because it's trendy right now. But I got this multi-way bag from Boohoo, and in my opinion, this one is the closest one that I've seen to the Prada multi-way bag. But it's not just Prada that has this style. I know that Louis Vuitton also has like a version of this kind of a bag, but I personally saw it first with Prada, and like I said, this one is definitely the closest. It's the same kind of nylon feel, and it's got an extremely similar shape, and it also has this little emblem right here where you would normally see the Prada logo. But obviously this one is going to be not as good quality. Besides it just not being a Prada one, it is from Boohoo, so it is very much fast fashion. But if you're just trying to get the look, this one is absolutely a really good one. But like I said, this style is trending right now, so again, there are a lot of other brands out there that have their own versions of this bag, and I will try to find as many to link and list for you guys below as possible. Then next is probably one of the most popular designer dupe bags that I've ever had here on this channel, and it is this bag right here. This is from the brand Daisy Rose. I wouldn't exactly categorize this one as a dupe, just more designer inspired. The checker styling on it is very similar to the Louis Vuitton, I believe it's their Damier style. This one obviously is inspired by the blue and white one, and I just love this bag. I've had this bag for years. I adore it. It's actually really good quality. It's super sturdy. I think honestly it's about 3 or 4 years old, and as you can see, it's in really good condition, not even a scratch on it, and I actually use it pretty often. It's got a little bit of room inside and then slots for your card, and even if you're not necessarily like trying to get a Louis Vuitton kind of a look, it's still just really a great bag to have in your collection because it actually goes with a lot and it's super chic. You can get these now through Walmart's website, which I will link for you guys down below. Okay you guys, so sorry, my battery died, so if the frame jumped a little bit, I do apologize. But now let's go ahead and move on to some clothing and accessory pieces and a pair of shoes. I'm gonna go ahead and start with the clothing, and the first one is this pair of jeans. I've shown this pretty recently because I just got them and I've just been talking about them so much in videos, but these are the Holly asymmetrical jeans from Princess Polly, and these are probably the closest dupe that I've seen for the A Goldie crisscross jeans. Those have seriously been so popular in the last couple years, and their popularity definitely isn't slowing down. So there are a lot of designers out there that are creating similar styles, but the jeans that I had seen before Princess Polly jumped onto the scene were just like slightly off. They weren't as close as I wanted them to be. And finally, Princess Polly came out with this pair that is literally almost identical to those jeans. The difference that I will say is that I feel like these Princess Polly ones are just a little bit baggier, and they seem to be a much softer denim than the A Goldie ones. And also they come in a lighter wash than what the A Goldies come in. But still, if you're just trying to go for like a similar look, you can totally get away with these. I'm pretty positive you could convince people that these are the A Goldies and they would absolutely believe you. So by far, out of all the dupes that I've seen from like Levi's and Topshop and others, the Princess Polly ones are definitely the best one. And for these ones, I would say to stay true to size or to size down. The true to size ones are gonna fit you a little bit baggier and they will loosen up over time. So if you're looking for a baggier fit, stick with your true size. Or if you wanna make sure that they're gonna be more fitted and hug you a little bit better, I would size down one size. Okay, then moving on to a pair of shoes, and it is these heels from Public Desire. There's a lot of other brands recently that have started making this style. I first saw these with Public Desire probably about a year and a half ago, and no one had anything like these. Then all of a sudden, these have been popping up everywhere. So these ones at first glance would definitely feel very, very Chanel. It's got that like signature quilting that Chanel always does, and in this black, it looks extremely convincing. But I did a little bit more research, and it looks like these were inspired by a pair of Bottega Venetas. They look very, very similar, but still the feel of these is very, very designer. This is a very, very chic pair of heels. So it didn't surprise me that all of a sudden this year, a ton of people are making versions of these, which again, I will find as much as I can of them and link them down below along with this pair in case you're interested. Then next up is a pair of designer dupe sunglasses. And honestly, it wouldn't be me if I didn't have a pair of sunglasses in this video, because you guys know that I love sunglasses, and in fact, I love designer sunglasses, but sometimes it's just not always practical to buy them. And then especially for the style that I'm about to show you, I was very unsure if I was even gonna love the designer version of these sunglasses on me. So I decided to get a dupe that I found for a fraction of the price that kind of gave the same look and feel to see if I really loved them. And they are these glasses from Diff Eyewear. These are the Cocoa glasses, and these have a very, very similar structure to the Porsche sunglasses that you guys always see the Kardashians wearing. I hate to admit it, but honestly, a lot of my sunglass style inspo comes from the Kardashians. In fact, I have a pair of YSLs that I bought because I loved them on Kourtney Kardashian, who is hands down my least favorite Kardashian. I'm sure she's a lovely person, but just I can tell her and my personalities, we would not get along. I do love Chloe though, and these were actually a collab that she did with Diff Eyewear. These are the Cocoa Aviators. So here is what they look like on, and just like the Porsche sunglasses, they have this curved bar that goes right over the top, and then there's like a few little fixtures here that are in the same places that they would be on the Porsche Aviators. So if you're looking to get that look and feel of those Porsche Aviators, these ones are definitely a really, really good option. They come in this black on black, and I believe that there's also a gunmetal and then a silver one. I believe at one point there was a gold one. This is an older style, so last I checked they had narrowed down the options of colors on this, but this black one is definitely still available at the time that I'm posting this. And finally, for my last dupe for this look for less video is actually a dupe that's been hanging behind me this whole time in a lot of my videos, and it is this hat right back here. This hat is from Urban Outfitters, and it is probably one of my most treasured finds. I have always wanted a lack of color hat for the longest time. I just couldn't bring myself to spend $130 on a hat. It just like, I couldn't do it. I just kept on thinking of like all of the things that I could buy for $130 instead of spending it on a hat that I'm only really gonna wear when I shoot. So I came across this hat from Urban Outfitters. This is their felt flat brim fedora, and it is pretty much a perfect dupe for the lack of color rancher hats. So it has the same kind of ribbon along the brim, and the style and shape on this hat is extremely similar to the lack of color rancher. So this is what it looks like on, and I just like am so in love. Seriously, This hat is like one of my favorite things. In fact, so much that I have it in 2 colors. I also have it in a brown because I can actually afford to get it in the brown. And still, even then, with the brown and this taupe color, it still comes in way under the price of a lack of color hat. So if you've been wanting one of those hats, I would definitely say to check out the Urban Outfitters hats. The difference with this is that it only comes in one size, so you kind of have to deal with however it's going to fit you. This on me fits a little bit loose versus if I had gone the lack of color hat, I could have gone the small and it might have been a little bit more fitted. But still, for saving $90 or so, I will take it. But that was it for this designer dupe slash designer inspired pieces collection. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Again, please don't forget to subscribe and like this video and leave me a comment down below with some of your favorite designer dupe recommendations. And I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you very soon in my next video. Bye.